Welcome back again, it is FIFA 18 and we've had a little break just because of Christmas and because I played a bit of Ultimate Team and my controller ended up going against the wall because I had a few drinks and yeah, it didn't go well, it wasn't pretty. But other than that, it is going to be another episode, another weekly one, and we're going to start off this well and hopefully continue it into the new year. And I hope everybody has had a fantastic Christmas, and I had a pretty decent one. I've still got New Year to go. I'm recording this on the 29th, so it's not quite the new year yet. It's not 2018, but we will see. As you can see as well, I timed it quite well. This game against Stoke is on the 28th. So we're right up to schedule on what games we've played this year so far. But obviously we're going to boost ahead and we'll be at the end of the Charlton game at the end of this video. So what we'll do, we'll go straight into this Stoke match and hopefully we'll be in the January transfer window as soon as possible and we can maybe sign a player or two in this video. As for the team to start the game, we are going to have Belotti, who might have to come off at some point because he looks quite tired. Same with Fabregas in there, and the only ones I've really changed, I put Hazard back on, Drinkwater's in for Kante or Bakio because they're both a bit tired. Alaba's gone off for Pulisic because he's also tired because we've played quite a few games over the Christmas period. We could play Alonso, we could play players like Rudiger, but they are also tired because they've played a lot. Pedro I might put in, and Belotti might come in at some point during this game too against Stoke City. It is against Stoke City that we reignite our games on this series. As we've said, taking a little break for Christmas, but we are going to try and win. And with the gameplay, because we will be going into the January transfer window, I will cut the games a bit more than usual, Malcolm, just wide. But I will cut them. My controller batteries are low, I better plug that in a minute. But we will cut them a little bit more than usual just to fit it all in with the January transfers as well, because we might do some deals here and there. But overall, we are going straight in, and hopefully we can score early in this game and not have to put loads of pressure on ourselves. Pulisic, triple tap, cross across. Oh, and it stops. Come on, get the better ball in there. Morata's there against Shawcross. Can he do anything with it? That's got to be a pen. Yes, Morata. Maybe a little bit divey, but it's definitely a pen. Come on, give him something as well. Get that bell end off the pitch, Shawcross. Right, penalty for Eden Hazard. Can we get it in the goal? Let's go there. Just past the keeper. It wasn't much power, but we got it in the end. Dead fish them Stoke players in front of the sign. And we are 1-0. Oh, Fabregas off the bar. I wasn't expecting that to go anywhere near the goal. That was just speculative, that kind of shot from Fabregas. What a shot. Hazard, and again, two players are on the floor, left-footed. Morata, left foot. Oh my God. He's missed. Half-time in this game. As you can see, we are all over Stoke. We've had a couple of good chances that we missed. We scored the pen. They've had one shot. Wasn't a good shot, straight at the keeper. But we did lose to them earlier in the season, so I really do want to win this game. We can't get the double done over us by Stoke bloody City. Morata squared it. Oh, no one's on the end of it. Koke couldn't stretch his leg to it. Malcolm's on the outside. I'm just going to smash it across with his right foot. Great save by Butland. Koke with the corner whipped in. Headed! And is that Azpilicueta? It's Dave! He scores. Koke with another corner. We've got it pretty much after the last one. David Luiz almost scores another header. We don't score many headers in this game, and corners especially. Great switch to Pedro from Kante. Can he get a ball into the box? Low ball into Eden Hazard. What a cross. Another corner for us here. Going to sort of do the same area that we scored from before. Can we get another header on it? No, it's out to Kante. Right foot. Oh my Lord. Take that, ref. And he's just walked through. He's a ghost. And Golo Kante, what a strike. Comes out to him, edge of the box. One touch. Boom. Into the top right-hand corner. I have no idea how we just won that. 4-0 against Stoke City. they had a few more shots in that second half, but in reality, they had 3 shots on target. So from halftime, 1-0 up, they would have beaten us 3-1, but obviously we scored 3 extra goals, so we still would have won 4-3 out of all the shots they'd had in the second half. So I'm pretty happy with that. Our shot accuracy wasn't the greatest, but I did take a few from some distance, and none of them were on target, so I'm not blaming that. That was my fault. That was just nonsense, really. So into the January transfer window we go. And we have entered into the January transfer window. And as you can see, we've already accepted an offer for Kennedy from Huddersfield. But he rejected the contract offer. So what we need to do is try and get some sort of good fee from Brighton for the player in question, which is Kennedy. And I'm going to skip through the sort of cutscenes and things like that, and I'll just come back to you when I have an offer.
6.5 hours later.
Alright, so we had Chris Houghton in our negotiating room, and he offered the good price, I would say, of 7 million for a player that we don't have, or that we don't use, I should say. And he's worth 5 million, and we got 7 for him, which is more than the Huddersfield offer. So hopefully he accepts their contract. We have a few different bits and pieces to go through at the start of January. It is the 2nd, as you can see from the date. And we are playing Arsenal today in this game. But we have a couple of things like international offer. I'm not going to do that. Youth Squad monthly report. And we are still looking at our players. Whereas Zamnov, he is rated 67. He's 15. Our other players are alright, but I'm waiting for the next batch of players to come through. Now, we have Dujon Sterling. He's left to Bristol City on loan. Hopefully, he will do alright. Then we have the big one, Diego Costa. I think he went for about 60 million, so we've got some money to play with now in the transfer window. We also have Wallace. He left for like 2 million. And we have a press conference, which you know, and transfer market information, which they tell you every time there's a transfer window. In terms of what I have asked my scouts to try and find, it is a player that is good enough to play in our midfield that can take free kicks. Now, we've got Mata, he's 29. We've got Payet, 30. Suso's 24, but I'm never going to play a right winger in central midfield, even though his free kicks are pretty decent. So the best player for the job is Pjanic, I would say. Currently, Juventus are looking between sort of 40 million and 70 million for Pjanic, and our budget is about 52 million if we account for the wage budgets, because if we obviously shoot it down, we got a bit more. But I have a feeling if we offer, say, Bakayoko, or we offer one of our other midfielders that maybe we don't use, and they want him, we will get ourselves a great midfielder. So to start with, I am going to look at our midfielders, and currently we have a few that may help. Koke is brilliant. I'm not getting rid of him. N'Golo Kante is brilliant. I'm not getting rid of him. Fabregas is 30, and he's basically what we want Pjanic to do. Now, Pjanic is only 1 rated higher than Fabregas, but he is 3 years younger. So I think, let's go Cesc Fabregas.
A few moments later.
Yeah, they didn't want that deal. They wanted a lot of money for him, which I still want him, but at the moment we can't really afford him. I would like to get someone like Ryan Sessegnon in as well, but we're never really going to play him as a 17-year-old that's rated 68. So for now, we're not going to get him either. So I've done something a bit drastic here just to try and raise some money. I've put Pedro, Alonso and Fabregas all on the transfer list. If we got anything near his value, then we will get about 70 million for those 3. If we can get more than that, that'd be amazing. But currently, that's what we're looking at. In terms of the league, though, West Ham have played 2 games since we last played a game, and they are currently top of the league by 1 point. But we have a game in hand. It is against Arsenal. And we are ready and waiting to go into the game. So let's see if we can beat them again this season. Hopefully we do. Let's go. The Emirates Stadium. A place that we know isn't normally this loud, unless they are screaming about a decision that the referee hasn't given them. But it is EA, it is FIFA, so they try and make it have some atmosphere. even though it's a soulless bowl, but we'll get on with it. Arsenal have signed a new player in Lucas Piszczek. Quite old, not very mobile anymore. Used to be a brilliant right back on this game. I used to buy him all the time in Ultimate Team, but obviously not anymore because he's not very, very good. Had a little dink in. Hazard! Yes, there it is! I don't know what happened there. Fabregas sort of chest passed it to Hazard, and he gets it in just. Half-time in this game. Let's have a quick look at the stats. Arsenal have had 3 shots, but they've all been from outside the area. Ours, apart from one, well, I say ours apart from one. We've only had 3 as well. But 2 of ours have been from inside the box. One was a miss by quite a lot from Pulisic. And the other 2, yeah, well, they weren't too bad. Oh, and that's a well-worked move by Arsenal. I don't know what I was doing there defensively. Oh my god, what are my defenders doing? He went for a tackle and he just ran across it. Oh my god! This is the worst. We can't lose this shithouse of a team. We can't even tackle. They get a lucky deflection straight back to the guy that hit the shot. What is this? Malcolm, edge of the box. What's it? How has he got that then? It's like he passed it out. And Koke, my Spanish midfielder, can't make any decent touch. He's going to have a shot from the edge of the box though. Oh, it's nowhere near. Come on. I mean, stats-wise, we didn't deserve to win that game at all. I hate losing to Arsenal because they're fucking annoying. They are shit in normal in big games. They can't do anything. They lost like 5-0 to Liverpool, for God's sake. We have sold Kennedy for 7 million. We get 5.5 million in our budget, which is actually pretty decent. I feel like in defence, we could do a lot better in our club. So I am looking at Samuel Umtiti. And I may try and get him for either Rudiger or Gary Cahill. Okay, so they are interested in Gary Cahill, but they would also like 37 million. Now, that is ridiculous. So I'm going to say 20 million plus Gary Cahill. That's 35 million in total. He's only worth 26 for you, so hopefully that might be good. 34 million they've come down. I'm just going through this quick. Let's go 26, pay him what he's worth, and Gary Cahill. They are not willing to reduce his price any further. Let's accept. My first offer to Samuel Umtiti is 5 years, important squad role, 100 grand a week, and £717, and 3 million signing on bonus. Let's see what they say. Okay, that's weird. They want less money, but they want 80 grand. I'm just going to say yes, because that is a good offer. Yes. With Umtiti in our club now, we are going to start him against Charlton in the FA Cup. We've got Christensen, Umtiti, and Azpilicueta as our back 3. We've got Malcolm and Alaba wide, Pulisic, Belotti up top, Bakayoko, Koke, Drinkwater in the middle, and Courtois in goal. I really don't want to lose this game, so I'm not putting Willy Caballero in goal, or anybody else like Delac. So no, we're going to keep it as it is. Right, let's go. Giving Belotti a chance against Charlton Athletic. I've actually been to Charlton Athletic's ground once. It was in the, would you believe, it was in the Premier League against Blackburn Rovers. Both teams are now League One clubs. So we're going to score from early. Oh, that's close from Belotti. But yeah, it was an interesting game. I think it was like 3-2. I cannot remember the score, but I think it was something like that. Not too bad of a game, but obviously Charlton and Blackburn Rovers, not exactly the teams you really want to go watch in the Premier League. But yeah, that's what we got. We got cheap tickets. Oh my god. Belotti. What a ball from Umtiti. All the way through to Belotti. Can he score? It's an assist on his debut for Umtiti. All the way from defence, all the way forwards to Belotti, who scores 1-0. Pulisic has played Belotti through. He's 1-1 with the keeper again. Can he beat him this time? 2-0. 21st minute in. Pulisic has been played through. Gives it back to Belotti. Can he get his hat-trick? He does. Pulisic with a great pass. See, this is my problem with Belotti. I wish I hadn't signed him, really, because he is basically a Lukaku in this game. You can easily score goals against League One and Championship teams with him. He's got the strength and the pace to get past them, and his finishing is actually really good. But in the Premier League, you can't use his pace because he's not quick enough. The defenders always catch him. His movement isn't good enough. His passing isn't good enough. And yeah, overall, he's just a flat track bully. He is basically Lukaku, but for lower league teams. Sort of like Batshuayi, I guess. Because look, he's just bullying these defenders off the ball. He's probably going to score another one here. Almost with a great shot. Great save keeper. But see what I mean? He is basically a Lukaku. Ooh, what happened there? He's basically Lukaku. I'm really liking this team at the moment, the setup I've got with the back three. Titi in there. He's reading everything. I mean, he comes out quite a bit, but Christensen and Azpilicueta don't. So he comes up and they cover him behind him if he misses the tackle. Whereas when I got David Luiz in there, he's so all over the place because he has literally, like, I think, high work rate. He's just everywhere. Titi is so much better in that position. I might even get Rudiger in as backup for Christensen or even in front of him because Rudiger's pretty decent at this game. But in terms of the game in hand, it's 9 shots, 9 on target. We should be more ahead than 3 by the sounds of it, really. They've had 2 and 1, and yeah, their shots have been awful. Pulisic is through from a ball from Belotti. He's in there, gives it a little dink to the back post. Can we get the header? Oh, Koke nearly. Another corner. Belotti header across the keeper, and it's in. He's got 4 goals in this game, and I think you can tell what I mean. Oh, Belotti, what a strike. I wish you could do this in the Premier League. You don't, though. Drink water. And that's 6 for Belotti. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Moses with a nice bit of skill on the right, but I stopped commentating. It's too easy. I've never seen this before on the highlight screen. There's always at least one other highlight, but there's a goal, a goal, a goal, a goal, a goal, and an own goal. Belotti didn't get his 6. I thought he had. He got 5. See, this is what I mean about how easy it was. We got 6 goals, 14 shots, 14 on target. We didn't have any that weren't on target. Passing was a bit rubbish, but I tried a couple of long balls that didn't really work out, and that reduced our pass accuracy. As we sim towards this Leicester City game, which is going to be in the next episode, we are seeing if anything happens, if anybody tries to come in and sign a player. We get an international management offer, no thank you Ireland, and that is about it. So what I'm going to do there is end the episode here. We had 2 great wins and an awful win. And Barcelona have signed Thomas Lemar. That is a pretty good signing. I didn't want to sign him this year because we signed him for Sunderland last year. That is the reason he's not on our team. I would have signed him because he's a brilliant player. But as I said, I'm going to end the episode. So if you did like it, please give it a like. If you loved it, please consider to subscribe. Comment below. Thanks for watching and peace.